The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Fresno State will kick it off and we will be underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Hawaii's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Looking to throw, it's Bland. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 33. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting his... Pass to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Quick toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The lone back's got it. Boom. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Tight end now in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to back him.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Bland. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and his veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got...
It's a seam wide open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Big fella moving, and they will score. Touchdown, Bulldog! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Bland. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Olsen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Direct snap. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
He'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bland. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He'll try it again. Look out, he's got room. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught behind the line. It's Hurley. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Fresno State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gives him a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch right at the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
want to talk about leg talent. That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. Oh, that's incredible.
And the returner will be knocked down. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leads it. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. Across the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After run, now throw. Working that left side now. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Rainbow Warriors really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Rainbow Warriors back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw, it's Bland. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the lone back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the filthy move, he's got room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. The run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this.
Turning it on. He's at the tip, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting set for the point after.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football ready.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Makes his man miss.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Quickly out to the tight end. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bland. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the grab on the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. They'll immediately call timeout. The Rainbow Warriors with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Bland. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's Bland. This time it's complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The give to the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He's not going to get... Stopped short on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. It's Bland. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stop.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Sweet cut there. Gets it past the marker. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third, and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run.
Beck's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Bland. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
A really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Looking downfield, it's Humphries. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to fire. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So
there he goes. Made a defender miss. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him the crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting rolled.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Whole lot easier after that penalty. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Fresno State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Got room to work. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by...
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! He got a step and jump. Did the field.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys... depend on what you can build off.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Finds his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for just one more yard. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here's the return from inside the 25. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Humphreys. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fighting off the defender. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away. Secures it at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man, it's Humphries. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. On target. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. And he's going to go down as time